Hello, hello, welcome. It's Ruth here at Artful Stampin. Sorry, I went to go live earlier and I've just been trying to sort out my earpiece. Same old story. It's always the sound. So if you can hear me, that's great. Just maybe let me know in the chat if I need to speak up a little bit. It says that it's working through my earpiece, but I'm not convinced. Something not quite right going on. Let's see if I can check something. I don't know. Anyway, let me know. Okay, let me get my camera set up. How are you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. Great to see you all on the live chat. Hello if you're watching this on the replay. So I've got a couple of ideas. One that I think I can definitely execute. The other one, I just literally came across it on YouTube and I thought it was quite fun. And it's kind of like a cross between a card and a scrapbook. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah. I'll show it to you. Okay, let's get the camera up and going, and then we can see my desk. Hi, Kim. Hi, Judy, Terry, Lisa. Who else is on here? Oh, sorry, pressing wrong buttons here now. I restarted my computer so that everything would be fresh. You know, I was hoping it would all work nicely, but hasn't quite worked. Hi, Christine. Hi, Georgiana. Hey, Georgiana, did you have a nice birthday? I know it was your birthday the other day. Oh, now it's not. Now it's not detecting my device. Great. Oh, there we go. There it is. Who else is on the live? Hi, Anne. Anne's making potato pie. Nice. Cool. Mary can hear me. Oh, that's good. Oh, now my camera's not wanting to pick up. I've got a feeling it's this wire. I'm going to have to get a new wire. Much as you love these technological things to last for ever and ever, they really don't. But there we go. All right, let's pull out a little bit. Why is that not working? Oh, it's a bit strange. Why is that not? Okay, so I've got a couple of nice stamp one-sheet wonders in front of me. There's that one as well. And I also grabbed out some of these papers. I keep forgetting that these are actually current. You can order these still. They are really lovely, very neutral set of papers. And what I've gone and done is I've had a play just to make sure that I think I've got the measurements in my head. I'm afraid I've done this in metric, but I will try and give you the imperial as well. Hi Shaz, hi Heather. So it's called what I've seen it called is a hexagon floating card, and it folds flat to be a square shape. Forgot what I was going to say there. To fit into a 6x6 envelope. I'm just going to double check the sound again because I think it's back onto my computer. Edit earpiece. What's that? What? Oh. I'm a little bit confused here. Oh, just bear with. I'm just going to see if I can. Sorry, just bear with. I'm just going to see if I can change something.
Hold on, let me cross that out. Okay. I'm going to start again. Audio input. Can you hear me? Can you hear me at all? Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can. All right, bear with. Just pressing some buttons here, hoping it's going to work. Okay.
Hello, hello.
Okay, I'm just going to go back to using my my computer. I'm going to take that out. I don't think it's working. I'm just going to switch it off. Okay, I'll just have to talk loud. I'm so sorry about that, everybody. All right, so we've got this piece of cardstock that measures 13.5 by 13.5 centimeters. So if you're doing this, you could do this in inches, and basically you need to be able to make equal 3 columns that are equal. So if you wanted to do 1.75 inches, you would then score this 1.75 inches, 3.5. Okay, so you would cut this 5.25 by 5.25. Let's see if I can find a Sharpie to write this down so that you've got the measurement. So 5.25 by 5.25, and then score at 1.75 and 3.5, and then in centimeters it's 13.5 centimeters by 13.5. Score at 4.5, then 9. All right, so that's how you end up with a square with 3 columns. Then what I did was I cut myself a piece of cardstock. This measures 15.5 centimeters by 8, and I scored it at 1 centimeter. Oh, I need to tell you what the measurements are. 1, 5.5, 10, and 14.5. And then I turned it and then cut it in half so that this measures 4 centimeters. So that's how I'm going to do my top and my bottom panel. And the idea is that when you put it all together, obviously after you decorated it and everything, it creates this kind of hexagon type shape. So this is going to get stuck onto here like that. And it just creates this kind of like 3D hexagon. And so I was thinking it might be nice to, because it folds flat like that, to put in the card into your envelope. You could put a really gorgeous floral arrangement, like with lots of 3D things here, so that when, or maybe just there, so that when it gets opened, it's sort of encased inside. That's one option. The other thing that I've seen on Pinterest is where people have kind of connected, put something to connect these two elements, maybe a sentiment and a die, a nested die or something like that. So the earpiece was working. Yeah, it wasn't actually, you weren't hearing me through the earpiece, unfortunately. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know what happened. There we go. All right, so if anyone's got any bright ideas, I I definitely want to use this paper to decorate the inside. So I'm just going to double check what the measurements of these. So these measure 4.5 by 13.5. So I'm just going to write that down because otherwise I'll keep having to measure it because I'll forget, because it's a really odd number. And I think it would be nice to have a whole back panel of this lovely paper. So I'm going to cut mine 3.5, no, 4 by 13. So 4, 8, 12. If I cut this down to 12 centimeters, which is, so we're looking at then cutting 1.5 inch columns if you're doing it in inches. So I'm going to cut that down to 13. And then, now you could, like yesterday's card, if you wanted to do additional matting and layering of extra card, feel free to do that. I'm not going to do that. I haven't got the time, but I just want to kind of share the structure of it with you so that you get an idea. So that's going to go at the back, and then I want to cut some really pretty decorative bits to go along the front, and of course that does measure exactly 12 centimeters. So I want 3.5 plus 3.5, so that takes me to 7, and look at that, I've got enough there to do 7 centimeters, and I'm going to cut that down to 3.5. Stack that together and then cut that at 4 and 4. Hi Pepper Brass, hi Jodie Hoffman, hi Karen Matthews. Hey, lots of people in the house tonight. Welcome, welcome. Hi Glenna. Welcome back Pippa, lovely to have you with us. Alright, so I don't want these to get muddled up because I want to stick those next to each other. Now I know that the challenge is going to be because I want this fold in section to be a little bit covered by this. I know I can sort of stick this side first, so it's going to be interesting. We'll figure it out as we go. This might just take a little bit of wrangling, paper wrangling. That's what we're going to be doing. So if I stick that one in place, I know that that is quite happy being stuck down like so. So get that one there. There we go. Then what I want to do is actually stick this section to here now, because that's going to go on the other side. And I know some of you might be thinking, Ruth, why don't you just put the flap round the back? That's because I did try that and I realised that I couldn't then fold this completely flat. It's not actually quite long enough. You know, it only takes for it to be 1 millimetre not wide enough. Can you see? Look how where it's folded, there's a little kind of gap there, so it won't work. So but if you make sure it does work, then you know, it's fine. You just got to make sure that kind of, you see, if I was to do that, that would not work. So that's the reason I'm doing it. I think if I'd been a bit more careful how I scored it and everything, and maybe just allowed a little, almost like 0.5 millimetre extra to cover the kind of like the bend round, it would have worked. But I didn't, because I was trying it out for the first time, so I didn't think about that. So that's why I'm doing it this way. So is that the one for there? That's the one for there. So I'm going to stick this one in now. This is quite good. This uses up about 1/3 of a one sheet wonder. And it really does, I hopefully it's going to show it off really nicely. I know it's too late for me to do it, but I could have maybe gone around the edge with an ink pad around the edge of the One Sheet Wonder, but obviously didn't think of that. So I'm wondering, do I just stick that in and then do that afterwards? I think so. I'm just going to have to go for it and figure out the best way. And you guys can have a jolly old laugh while I do it. While I try and wrangle paper. Oh, sorry. Oh. Right, am I back? Yes, I am back. Hi Deb. Hi Mary. What's the news, Terry? Oh, what's the news? Has Terry moved in yet? Yay, she's accepted an offer on a house. Fantastic. Oh, brilliant. That's wonderful news, Terry. It's been a long time coming. So hello and welcome if you're watching on the live and it's your first time visiting. Please do hang around. We love crafting, mainly paper crafts on this channel. Lots of stamping, card making, scrapbooking, making mini books. If you like all that kind of stuff, then you'll like it here. Oh, that's not too bad actually. That's not too insane, is it, to do that? Look, I've got that. That's naturally wanting to pop up anyway. So look, I can slip that in, pop that in there. Oh, that's not as bad as I thought. I was getting all panicky about how I was going to manage that, but it actually isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. There we go. All right. Whew. I hope you're all relieved. Hi, William. Oh, really, Anne? Oh, well, these ideas, they all go round and round and about, don't they? And they, you know, it always makes me laugh how sometimes I'll go, oh, have you seen this style or whatever? And I'll do it for the first time, and someone will go, no, I've never seen that before. Whereas other people have gone, oh yeah, it's been done loads of times. All right, I've lost my oh no, I don't know what's going on here. Right, that one's there. Was it there? Right, is that right? Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, phew. Hi, William. Yeehaw! Ruth is a paper cowgirl wrangling paper with her trusty glue and trimmer. Yep, that's me. That's me tonight. I wrangled the paper. It's in. I know Bill had a bit of a posting frenzy last night. After he figured out how to load stuff onto Artful Stampin Space, it was like, ping, new card by Bill, ping. Not that I heard a ping, actually. I could just see it coming up. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, Bill. That's lovely. He's making up for lost time, I think. Oh. Sorry about that, Bev. Oh, he posted them on Artful Stampin Space, Mary. Oh, the Asian looking one was so cute. He based it on a card that I made a few months ago. Very cute. I love the papers. I created a monster. There's a very cute picture of William cuddling a teddy bear. Yeah. I mean, it's not usually what we see on Artful Stampin Space, but you know what? It's so cute. I'm going to let it go. Miss Beverly Maker! Hello! Long time no see. All right, so that's the structure for the floating hexagon. So you can see There's my hexagon. Hexagons are the best of guns. Right, now I want to do some kind of pretty something. Now I've got a spare bit of cardstock here. I'm wondering whether to get some nice dies just to do something in the middle there. And I'm having a look. These are nice. Oh, that would look lovely. I think that would look really nice, wouldn't it? Just popping these bits out. That would look really nice across there, wouldn't it? Even if I did it at a slightly jaunty angle. That would be quite jolly, wouldn't it? I got that. Ooh, okay. Oh, and I forgot there are some really nice flowers in this set. Let's get a few of those out. Oh, let's get all the flowers out. May as well. It's been a while since I've used this. Right, I think I'll get my little mini machine out. That will do, won't it? Or should I get my big one? Because then that will cut loads in one go. Might go for the big one. Sorry, I'm just moving my chair because I'm just trying not to damage wires with my chair legs. There we go. Right, I can bring you guys up a little bit. Right, so I can see that the colour I used here, I've got I haven't. Moody Mauve, Copper Clay. That's not going to be big enough, is it? Oh, that might be though. Okay, so I think I'll use that on there, with that on there. Oh. Don't want to squish my flowers. Bye, Dad. Take care. Just going to make sure this is done a few times because that's quite a detailed one, so sometimes it needs a little bit of extra love, but I have to say this is a very new machine and it's a pretty good one. So the idea is that this slips then into there. You don't have to use it this way, but it's quite nice. Little bit of nesting there. Okay, that's what we call it when images when shapes can sit inside them and they're perfectly, the ratio sizing of them goes up and down perfectly. Call that nesting. There we go. That's nice, isn't it? I think a few little flowers. There's that little piece of copper clay. Grab some of these. Right, come with me, my little chickadees. It's the word my father-in-law uses, that word. My little chickadees. Right, I think I'll do the open flowers on the purple and then the closed, like the solid flowers, on the copper clay. That's nice. Oh, making sure they're not, making sure they don't go on top of each other, because you don't want your dies to be squashed onto each other. As soon as you see the move, don't roll it back through again, because you might damage your dies that way. Don't want to do that. It pops out to a hexagon shape. Yes, Mary, I'll show you again in a second. It will make sense. It folds flat into a square, but when it's in situ, when you've, you know, opened it, it makes a sort of hexagon shape when you look down on it. You don't really see it from the side so much, but yeah. Oh, I made a right mess on the floor, don't tell Esther. Right. Whew, now I've got to decide what sentiment I'm going to do on there, because look, that's a really nice panel for a sentiment, isn't it? And then the other big question is, do I stick it at a jaunty angle, or do I just have it straight and let you guys see what you think? All right, just clear the decks a bit. So, oh, some of these need popping out. That's okay. Just do that with my fingernail. Oh, don't need that again. Right, so I could just have it like that, so that when it's opened up, actually that's quite nice, because you don't, it almost is the exact same size as the column. I quite like that. So it gives the illusion of this sort of floating column more. I mean, you could do that as well. No, I think straight. Who'd have thought it? Usually I'm all for doing things a bit wonky, but not today. There we go. I quite like that straight on. Right, now I need to find a really nice sentiment to go on there. Oh, but this is the new basic beige. It's really nice. I'm going to use this one. This is a fairly new one to me. Just think it's got some nice things in it. Oh, knowing you brings joy to my... Oh, that's nice. Hope your day is a happy one. I think that's a nice sentiment. Hope your day... Oh, I haven't even stuck it down yet. Oh no, that one's so very proud of you. That's hope your day is a happy one. You're in my heart and prayers. That's nice. Oh, I've already done that. Oh, look, I've already done that. Right. Just a tip. I know I give this tip lots and lots of times, but I'll always give it. When you're going to stick your sentiment stamps onto a block, try and align the words, make sure that they're parallel with the top of the block. All right, the actual words themselves. And that way, even if you've got the sticker on a little bit wonky, as long as the block is parallel with whatever it is that you're stamping, you'll know it will be correct. So I'm thinking, just to make this a bit more interesting, I'm going to sponge. I can see, look, I've used peach pie. I remember doing this stamping. I mixed in colours. So the two sets of in colours, I chose colours from both sets. So before I stamp the sentiment, I just thought it'd be nice to brush a little bit of colour on there, just to pull it all in together. And then we'll go for Moody Mauve. Who ran away with Rococo Rose, if anyone remembers the story we made up a few weeks ago. Hey, Jodie Mathena. Good to see you. Looks more green than beige. It does have a very slight green tinge, actually, Judy. It does. And depending what you put it next to, it will bring out the greeniness more than the beigeness. But it all depends what you put it next to. Colours are funny like that. So it's worth playing around to make the most out of it. Right, I'm just retucking that back in. Probably should have put a spot of glue in there, really. I think I will. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit in there. Even though I know that it will probably hold fast, I'm just going to do that. There we go. Right, that's looking nice. So now I have all these really pretty little flowers to stick on, and I think I'll just do a bit of manipulation with my fingers and stick that on there like so. One simple way to curve your flowers is to get the top of your tombow, just stick it into your hand just to curve it up a bit. Oh look, all the top of a Sharpie. I've got a Sharpie here. Do that. Oh, no, don't go. Oh dear, I need to moisturise my fingers. My hands are a bit dry. You're not a fan of basic beige, oh. Fair enough. It's nice that we have all those different colour options. Do you like crumb cake then, Lisa? Are you more of a crumb cake fan? I have a friend who calls it, she always calls it cake crumb. She's a little bit dyslexic, so she gets the words muddled. But I don't like to correct her, I think it's quite nice. Cake crumb. Just clustering some of these little flowers together. It's so pretty. What's nice about these dies is they also emboss at the same time. So I don't know if the detail's coming across, but can you see that now, how it's embossed it? All right, and then we have these ones. Now this is a bit tricky because there's a great big hole in the middle there. You don't want the glue to seep through there, but it's quite fun to stick these on. Actually, I'm not sure if I do want that on there. I might move it and put it up somewhere else. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a gem on there instead. All right, so I need to stick just the top of this and the bottom of that. Flatten that. Line that up. There we go. Yeah, I think this deserves a few gems or pearls or something. What have I got? I like to squirrel embellishments. I love embellishments. Ooh, got some purpley ones. They might work. Oh, got a bit of glue there. Just try and remove that. There we go. It's better. Oh, come on. Nope, doesn't want to come with me just yet. Fine, stay there then. Does anyone else talk to their embellishments? It's not just, please don't tell me it's just me. Okay, there we go. Oh, looking pretty. Yeah, cake crumb is a real thing. Yeah. I guess crumb cake isn't a real thing, you know, when you think about it. All right, so I think it'd be nice to stick some of these on here. And I think I probably will end up putting a gem on there because you know how the Tombow likes to go where it's not wanted. And it's quite nice to stick some flowers here because it's not actually adding any bulk to it because you've got this section. So it's working really nicely. Ah, thank you, Pippa. Pippa, is your name short for Philippa? One of my friends from when I was 6 years old was called Pippa. Unfortunately, I've lost contact with her now. But I lived in Nigeria as a child, and we came back for six months when I was 6 years old, and I went to school. That's where we met, and she's the only person that I remember meeting in the UK, like who was new at that age, and her name was Pippa. So I don't know if my Pippa's watching. Say hello. Now I've got one more little flower here. I may as well use them all up. You know, because you've cut them out, so you may as well use them. Oh, no. Ooh. And I think a few more embellies. What else I've got? Oh, these are gorgeous. These are the new, I think they call them antique pearls. Festive pearls are quite nice as well, but I think we might go with these. These are really sweet. Just want some little ones there. These are almost these are too small to have embellishments, really. Maybe a little bit of Winker Stella or something. Or what I could do is use the squishy stuff, the metallic stuff. There it is. Enamel Effects. Ooh, should I go for the copper one? It's kind of in keeping, isn't it? Carrot cake, yes. Love carrot cake. Yep. Well, I'm very happy with that. The only thing I would like to do, but I can't do it right now because I've put the metallic stuff on, is I would have liked to put some extra panels on the back just to, I don't know, make it look as luxurious as the front, but in a really understated way. Maybe sort of just double it up with some extra bits of cardstock. But I'm really happy with that. So this is called the Floating Hexagon. I don't know why it's called floating. I mean, it's hexagon in it, you know, does that. But yeah. So fairly simple to put together. Yeah, once you figure the math. Right, there we go. Let me know what you think of that one then. Right, what's the time? 43 minutes. Ooh, well, I wanted to, there was just something I want to share with you. This is completely different to this, but it might be, I just want to do a bit of an experiment. So if you feel free to leave at this point if you think, oh right, Ruth's gonna do something that might not work. But I just saw something on YouTube and I thought I want to have a go doing that. So I am going to do it, and I think what I might do is do it with, I could do it with some of this mushroom paper. Right, so I need some different patterns. Let's see, that one. That one. One of those. One of those. Okay, we'll go with that for now. And what I'm going to need to do is cut these a little bit smaller, each one a little bit smaller. It will all be revealed. You just have to stick with me if you want to see what happens in the end. Oh dear. All right. I wonder if I can get away with just cutting off. I'll do that one as the big one. Then I'll do that one. That one. Oh, I might do another one. That one in between. Okay, so these measure 6 by 6. So I want that one full size. Okay, so I'm going to cut ½ inch off 2 sides. Okay, that one. This one I'm going to cut 1 inch off. This one 1.5 inches off. Eating cake and crafting, I'm in. And this one 2 inches off, but basically I'm cutting it to 4 inches then. Right, and then what we need to do is fold these. But I might just need to go back and watch the video. Bear with me a second. Just need to go back. Oh no, hold on. I need to go back and look at my viewing history. Oh, where's my history? There it is. Okay. Okay, there's an advert. All right, so basically each one of these I'm going to fold in half. And then, oh, how to get the most of Grammarly free. Sorry, thought the sound was off. So I just need to double check how she's doing this. Right, how is she opening this? I think it's that way. Anyway, I've just got to, I'm going to fold all these so that I know I've got some really good creases in here. Okay. Like that. Then I think it's that way down like that, I think. Right. So basically you're going to fold each piece in half and half. Now the video I'm watching, she just used a rectangular piece of paper, but I figured since we've got the Stampin' Up paper comes 6 by 6 that I'm not going to, I want to make the most of that, so that's why I've opted for a square. So mine's a bit different. So I found this on a channel that I'm subscribed to called Treasure Books, and she does lots of sort of junk journal type stuff, and that's where it flashed up just before I went live, and I thought, you know what, it's so simple, it's very repetitive, it's so simple, just thought I'd have a go doing it. And like I said, it's like a cross between a card and a book or a journal. It's very interactive, and it'll be interesting to see what I could do with it. I'm just experimenting in front of you guys now, just to see how it turns out, because, you know, otherwise I'd just be doing it on my own here in my studio, so I might as well have some fun with you guys. Okay, so last one. So if you're looking for another sort of junk journal type YouTube channel to follow, you look up Treasure Books. Maybe if you comment on her video and say Ruth from Artful Stampin sent you, that'd be awesome. Okay, so now you've got all your pieces. Basically, we're going to stick each one on top of each other. So I'm going to stick that one on top of there. I think this would make a really cool kids, like interactive kids card. Actually, it'd make a really cool activity to do with children, because, you know, I think it's really good to get children to fold paper precisely. It really helps them practice their fine motor skills. You know, that's why I think origami is so good for children. And children, I seem to think a lot of children go through a phase of doing origami. May's gone through that phase and still is in it sometimes. Or she'll discover a new pattern, like she'll go through a phase of making a whole heap of butterflies and then a whole heap of birds. Oh, she's recently learned how to do a lovely swallow like bird. It's really nice. Top of there. So it's quite nice to make sure that the papers are kind of quite contrasting, each one. I hope I've done this right after all this. Okay. Just get my bone folder and really squish down on these. All right, so the magic then should come when I go to open it all up. And I want let's clear my desk. See if you guys can come in a bit closer. Natasha lives in Australia. Oh, does she? Oh, there we go. Yeah, hold on. Can't go too big, too close, because I've got to open it up. But yeah, so then the idea is that you're able to then do this. Ta-da! Isn't that cool? Oh, it opens it all up like that. How cool is that? Oh, look. You can then do that. But I don't think that is the idea behind it. Although that does look kind of cool, though. Yeah, you have to kind of do that to fold it back in again. But yeah, wasn't that simple? How fun was that? So yeah, just open that up like that. I mean, I suppose you could just close it down each time, but it's actually really fun just to keep going, isn't it? yeah, so we could decorate it because we have all these little pieces left over. So if you wanted to put little messages, make a great little Valentine's, wouldn't it? Oh, that snail's very cute. Nice one there. Is there mushroom in it? Very good. You're on form, Janice. Well, paper's quite forgiving, isn't it? Oh, no, that's the wrong way around. My snail's climbing up the wall there. No, don't want to be doing that. Right, what can we do with that one? Oh, that's really pretty. You don't actually want to put much on there. Maybe just some little, couple of little strips. So you can use all the leftover little pieces of what you trimmed off. They can be used to decorate your panels. Maybe put some words. What should I put on that one? Oh, see, that one's a bit plainer, so that one, that would look quite nice with those on there. I'm going to take that to 2 3/4, but minus 1/8, so that I know it fits. And what's so lovely with all the Stampin' Up paper packs is that everything coordinates, doesn't it? It's so easy to use them in one go, isn't it? You don't have to worry about things not matching. Oh, hold on a second. Should be that way around. Oops. So there you go. I'm going to see what she called this one. Right, what did she call it? She called it, oh, her title is Time for something new in the junk journal world. Yeah, so she hasn't actually called it anything. The treasure fold, someone's put it. I mean, bless her heart, she's already had like nearly 2,000 comments saying how fantastic it is. So go and give her some extra love. So there we go. Take care, Terry. Yes, it would be cute, wouldn't it? You could like just keep opening and writing sweet nothings, Kim. Oh, well done, Janice. You are on form today. Oh, I might just cut a little. Oops. Just seems right to have that there, like that. Oh, I've got a bit of leftover from yesterday. Put that around the edge. Just remembered, I think I had a dream that Stampin' Up brought this out for sale. That's so weird. I've just remembered. Because it's not it isn't for sale. It was a freebie that Stampin' Up did during a celebration a few years ago. And I've just remembered I had this dream that I saw it on the online store for sale. Isn't that funny? Yes, it would, Glenna. Hi, Mazjanka. Yes, her accent definitely isn't Australian. So for those of you watching this bit of the video, this was inspired by a YouTube channel called Treasure Books. So there we go. Oh, I could spend all night decorating this, but I'm not going to. I definitely got all these little bits and pieces I could use up. Look, I cut that together. Does not measure 2 inches. Let's do that one. 1 3/4. I know people are still after this trimmer. Yeah, I know. I don't know why Stampin' Up haven't come out with it, really. People really do like it. Okay. I think you just got to be mindful not to overload each layer, because don't want it to get too thick. Ooh, I like this green against this lilac. That's nice. Right. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. You get the idea. Oh, look, I was missing a flower. So, first thing we did today was make this card here. Let's do that right that way. Oh, I kind of feel I haven't actually got a space for this now. Oh, maybe there. Always make space for a flower. Got to remember the gem. So this is called the Floating Hexagon card. And if you want to see how I did it, you just need to go back and watch the beginning of this video. I give all the measurements out for it. It is quite easy to construct. It's not as hard as you might think it is. And it makes a lovely hexagon shape when it's puffed out, but it folds flat and will fit into a 6x6 piece, 6x6 envelope. So there we go. So that was a stamped one sheet wonder. Oh, I think it's a few months old. Let me just see if I've got a date on the back of it. No. It was when the new in colours came out. I might just have a quick look and see if I can find it. And then I used those gorgeous dies that they've been out a little while. Sentimental Park. They're really pretty. Really, really pretty. They've got a lovely flower and frame. And that's what that's from. And then I had a little experiment and made this little sort of pop-up card stroke book thing. And just because it's fabulous, I'm going to open it all again and show you how it works. There we go. And close it. Just do that again. Very satisfying. Very satisfying. Probably tie it up with a bow, but it's very cute. Yes, definitely, I think a little Valentine's thing. Probably could do it with children and just not do as many layers. Like, it's just probably 3 layers would be fine, especially if they're going to be decorating each layer. So, oh, excuse me. Yeah, lovely, fun kids project. So, there we go. Yes, Glenna, that's a great idea. Actually, I think May is trying to organise a little Galentine's get together for all the single ladies at church. I wonder if that would be quite a fun thing to make, because it's so easy. Once you've cut the squares, it's just folding it in half, isn't it? So, no magnets. Yeah. Now, will it stand? Ah, there we go. It will stand. Ah, so it could stand like a card. There we go. Makes a, yeah, it does. It stands up. That because the larger one at the base. It just it splays out a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, so it could be given as a card. Card, inverted commas. Yeah. So there we go. Right, thank you everybody. Product wise, I used copper clay cardstock and Moody Mauve there, and the Sentimental Park dies, trimmer, and basic beige. And then this was the papers, the freebie papers that you can earn during celebration. When you spend £55, you get a whole pack, loads of them, 48 sheets. So you can make lots of Valentines with those, and it wouldn't cost you a penny. Well, apart from the £55 you need to spend. I've got a preteen granddaughter with attitude. She's 4 next week. Oh, well, please do share your pickies on Artful Stampin Space. It's a Facebook group where you can share pictures of any creations that you've made after you've been inspired by me, or sometimes just, you know, if it's relevant because, you know, I've mentioned something, or if you're, showing me an idea. I'm not super strict on there. What I am strict about is though that if you do post something, it has to have a photograph with it. So, all right, lots of love, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Do take care, and I look forward to seeing what you make. Take care.